Sorry about that. Had a phone call from my mom. She needed help with some creative writing homework. So that's what I was doing. I also refilled my water. Alright, so we got things coming together. I'm going to let things run for a bit before we start moving people in. Let's see, do we want to change the skin of any of these? Let's see. Kind of like that. Do that. Alright, how about you? What skins do you got? I'm just going to go with the typical white there. And this hospital, any skins? Nice white there. I kind of like that one. Let's do that. Alright, in this school. You can do that. I like that. That doesn't have skins. The only skins that this does is adds fencing around that, which I don't think we need. This is our orphanage. Just keep it like that. No skins on that, that's fine. Alright, so we are going to continue. So this is our new bus route, and that's just going to be what these two do. They're just going to keep a steady supply of people to our concrete and asphalt plant, and that's all that they need to be doing. We're going to add those to our list of things that we're going to keep updated, and we're going to make them about 90 each. We do want to import bitumen, so we can start loading that one up with bitumen. I'm going to get rid of those probably pretty quickly, though, because they're just too small, and they're slow. Alright, so you are going to load onto here. You load onto here. I'm going to get a road crane. So 7026, and that's 6025. T138's objectively better in all ways. I'm going to use you. Put you in there. Alright, so we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's 9 spots. We got room for 2 more spots, which will be our dumpers. And this is going to be our very basic starting construction office. Do I want that? No, we're going to just do these. I do think we're going to get that bigger dumper and put it in our, where are you? Dumpers. Put you in here. And we're going to need a dry bulk container. 62 and 7 and 36. Now this is just better. Use you. Me here. Once this one's back, we're going to sell it and we'll replace it with a larger tank. These small distribution offices, they're just too small. Alright, so we do want to buy cement now from the border. And we're going to deliver it. And we're going to buy gravel. And so now we're going to make sure that we have that unloaded into also. We're going to keep that loaded with gravel. I get 40%, that's fine, that's all we need. But this guy's going to start putting cement in, or gravel into these. And that's going to probably be our biggest thing that holds us back for now is these two, because they're not suitable for the tasks. That's why we need to build a nice construction industry as soon as possible, which we will do. Let me measure distances here real quick. Alright, so let me just take some time here to start flattening some of this out. And this is just using our excavator, which I'm not sure why. Oh, yeah, you can get gas. That's fine. Alright, here is our first oil tank back, I believe. Oh, there you are. You just go here. You're done. I'm going to sell you. Because you're just going to try and buy... get gas anyway, and I don't need that right now. I really like these new vehicles that I got from this mod. They're really interesting. But they are not what we're looking for right now. So... 70 and holds 13 tons. That's going to be good enough for all our uses. I just need to make sure to monitor it to make sure a little bit of fuel or bitumen doesn't get stuck in there, and then we lose a bunch of... Actually, let's make sure we have this on here to load from. And load fuel from here, yes. Because we can save some money on fuel, because we start with 990 tons. You, please just go here, and we're going to sell you. Oh, looks like I was not able to stop you from getting gas. That's fine. Alright, so, this covered hole... No. I don't know where you are right now. I'm going to delete you. I don't want you. And we're going to get 2 covered holes that are a little bit bigger to help us out. Actually, we need... No. See, this thing's just too small. We're going to have to build a larger distribution office eventually. So we're going to get 1 covered hole that is large, and 1 open hole that is large. Open hole. There we go. You. Let me grab a refrigeration truck. Just get you. It's our standard. And we're going to pick up meat and drop it off here. And we're going to just wait until unloaded, so you will always have meat. That is fine with me. Alright. And we need to make sure we add you to the list. And we're going to keep you at, I think 80% is good enough. Let's limit amounts here real quick. That's what we want things at. I don't know why there's wood in there. Wood's a waste of space, but whatever. What did I put you at? 80%? Oh, I don't have you just set to buy anything. So we want to make sure we're buying things. We're going to buy bricks, prefabs, steel, and boards. There we go. And off that one goes. Alright. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to wait until we get this up a little bit more to a comfortable level. And then we are going to import people. Let's see here. What do we want all this at? Probably put you down to 7. Don't need this many people. Just going to tweak all these. I'm going to leave that as is, because I don't really know what we need there. And I don't really know what we need there either. So I'm going to leave those as is. If you ever find yourself with grass growing through buildings, learn this trick. Just do that, and they no longer grow through the buildings. Put that down to 4. Okay. So what we're doing right now is we're just waiting for some resources to get in here. And once they are, we will start importing. But there's a couple other things we need to make sure we have. So let's get heating up. So the range of this is actually pretty decent. So I'm going to put one here. Maybe the other way around. Let's just smooth that out a little bit. I'm going to put you in here the other way around. We want to get one of you in here on this side. What is the problem here? Alright, so that should deal with most of our heating issues, and if not, maybe we can try and squeeze another one in here another time. But those should be our 2 main heating plants. Now, you also need to make sure that your heating pipes are not longer than 100 or 1,000 meters, so 1 kilometer. So that's what I was measuring here. We can just see what the max measurement of these are. So we're just gonna, this is this one right here. So we know that the longest the pipes can be is to there, so I'm just gonna build a road real quick just to remind me. Just gonna put it right here to give us a wiggle room that our heating plant cannot be further than that far away. And we're actually probably going to want to make sure we do this a little bit more intelligently. So from here, is that also 1,000? Alright, so that should be okay for both. And this was the area we were starting to smooth out. Looks like they all came back. Good. Now, if I pause, it now uses free fuel when I'm doing this. A little cheaty, but also I might as well unpause, so I'm not doing the cheat for the free fuel. I mean, I don't need the fuel anyway, and we're waiting now anyway to get stuff in. Alright, so we know that right here is where we want our heating plant. So our construction industry is pretty much going to have to build around all this area. So let's get the heating plant in. Heating plant. We're going to use the big one. Let's go around here. And then we're just going to make sure our pipes. We're going to do underground pipes. There's no reason to use them not to. And they look ugly above ground. So we're just going to do it that way. So far we're 874. That is 923 kilometers. That's perfect. We're going to go from this side to here. Actually, let's just do it from this side so we know where to... Alright, we're gonna snap in here, why not? don't think I like that, actually. We're just going to delete that. I don't want it to be from this one, so just so I have room to put in another pipe in the middle. I'm going to do it from this one so I have room to put 2 pipes in the middle. But that is going to be 912 kilometers. That is perfect. So this is our first major construction, is always building the heating plant, in my opinion. Other people may play it differently. That's the way I like to do it, is just to make the heating plant your first big construction project. So I'm going to unpause again. How are we on here? We got our... This one's coming back, bringing bitumen to our hot mix plant. Very good. That one's full of gravel. We're going to get cement and gravel in here next, hopefully. Yep. I'm going to get a larger distribution office out here, too, because we are within range of the fire department. So, let's... because we need to get a bigger distribution office to take care of industry stuff. So... through here. So I could just get the base game one. It's big and bulky, and I don't really like the way it looks. And that's why I really like this guy's mods. I believe it's Ratio or Raytheon or something like that. They're about on par with the same building materials. Take up a little bit smaller footprint. And I just like the shape. And these are all based on Polish buildings. So I'm going to use this one. There we go. So that'll be another construction project for us to get to. But, of course, the very first construction project will be our heating plant. Alright. Another big construction project will be getting gravel to the border, because that will be very, very necessary very quickly. Because this can only last for so long. This area looks like it's nice and level enough that I can build farms on it, which will be nice. But our first exporting industry, I think, is going to be coal via electricity. So, this is our heating plant. It's going to take in coal. So, we're going to build a... this right here will be our gravel. So, let's just do that real quick. Let's start doing this. Leveling it out. So we can get our building on there, our quarry. I think it would be cool if we didn't need to do this for quarries, because it doesn't really make sense that we need to, you know, like, make things level for a quarry. Little silly. Hopefully eventually they can get that fixed, but, you know, not the biggest problem in the world. Alright, we're going to go with... this is going to be our main gravel industry, so let's just... Oh, are they getting more fuel again? They are. Well, we'll have to wait for that. But that's where our gravel intake's going to be. So I need to make sure that everything is going to line up so I can get coal and gravel stuff all in here. Because we are going to have a large industry of all of this stuff. And I have a bunch of built mods for like smaller, like small cement plant. As compared to the big one. The big one is massive. And the small one, oh, much smaller. But this is going to be our main construction industry, so we might as well just go big. You can use T to flip around buildings. So I'm going to place... We need to have a central place for coal. That's going to feed into our heating plant, and here, and another place, which will be our brick factory. So, let us do that real quick. Aggregate storage for both brick factory, coal, and cement. I don't think I'm going to use this one, just because its outputs are only there. Even though it's really nice, big capacity, it's just not necessary, especially for this. So I'm going to do it this way. We're going to do a quick mirror here to have the road on the side that I want it to be. And how close can I get it in? I don't need to have the road here. So I need to get rid of that so my mind isn't like, oh, the road has to be there. But... And then I, like, limit myself in creativity. We want this to be mirrored. We want the road on this side. I'm going to do something like this, I think. And then we want to put in our brick factory next. Brick factory. Which also takes in coal. Come on. What are you doing? Why are you not giving me the thing? I really don't like the exports on this one. I may have to do this. Since this is going to be our major brick export thing, I don't want a small storage area. I want a larger one. But maybe I'll just have to go with the smaller one to make it all fit. That's too big. I don't know why you guys are giving me troubles today, but that's fine. I'm going to get rid of you, and then we're going to place this in a way that we can get the storage properly there. Why are you not connecting? You know what? Maybe I don't even want to do this anyway. I may want to do engines to both. What is going on? That is not a well-placed area. Alright, this may take some fiddling. Let me get rid of you real quick, and we're going to replace you. These industry areas will take tons of space up. Alright, we're going to put you here. Make sure you connect. You don't, of course. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing for over here. We're going to put an engine. The reason why I want engines connecting is they will keep the storage in here also full, so it's pretty much giving us, really what it's doing is it's just giving us more storage. Because this has 80 tons of storage, and this has, I don't know how many tons. What's the brick? It's 75 tons. And then this has 2,000 tons. But when these storages go empty, they won't be refilled by this unless we have engines. So this will keep everything filled up to the brim. So that's going to be our heating. That'll be our brick factory. So next is our cement. And then around this way is where we'll put in the gravel stuff. So cement needs coal. They always take up so much frickin' space. Can I do this? I don't like it. Alright, so what we're going to do here is have it exporting out that way. That's fine. I prefer using this connector, though. How about like this? No, because then I'm going to need... well, actually, yeah. I can try it like this. Alright, so we are going to level this out. Do we have our... we do. Okay, we're going to pause again. We're a month in already, and we haven't even started importing people, so I may need to pause for a bit, because I don't want to have a serious issue later on. Let me finish this too. Alright, let me put down our gravel, our quarry. Just so I have it down and I don't forget. 95, 98. Can I get a 99? 98%. There we go. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to rename this whole area, actually. Thank you for reminding me. Alright, so we're going to do construction industry as our name there. How are we on you? No, we still need more food before we are safe. Okay, so back to cement plants. So I can do it this way where I'm using this to export cement into silos, and then I can do a little connection between this and our prefabs, and that will be acceptable. So again, we want the engines to connect. Alright. Oh no. Make sure all these roads are able to connect to things. That's fine. Okay, so far we're doing okay. This is our cement plant. Our next construction industry needs to be prefabs. So we want to angle this so they work with each other rather than against each other. So I think we're going to do it like this. And we're just going to widen that. There we go. Alright, so now this is going to feed cement directly into there, which is what we want it to do. That'll be fine. Now we need to get our gravel in there, though. So let's just keep on widening this here. Alright, so this is gravel. Which I want to just feed into a small aggregate storage for now. Which will be right here. And then we're gonna get we're just gonna do a normal engine. I don't need one of these modded engines for this. To go into our gravel processing plant V2. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So this will feed into different areas. We're going to want different storages. One storage is going to be for these two. And then we're going to do another storage for our proper concrete and gravel plant and asphalt plants. So, do we want to do this way? We might do it this way. Alright, so we're going to put that there, and we'll put the asphalt plant, our real one, mirrored like this. Okay, so for these two, we probably don't need that much gravel. So I'm not going to do a massive gravel industry for them. Just do a small one. That's still about 1,000 tons of gravel reserved specifically just for these two people, which is fine. And let's just get the engine in to take care of that. We're going to use a modded engine because this engine is not very good for oops. I don't know what I just did. Where are we? Let's get back over here. How are you? You have 3 tons of food. That's going to be our other tons of food. Then we can start moving people in. Okay, but let's get back to here where we may need to do a crossing over this road. But let's see if we can avoid it. I want to see if I can avoid... Oh, I saw it for just a second. Where are you? Alright, so I can do this and get away with not having to do a road crossing. Alright, that's cool. Now over here, we're going to want another... Yeah, it just needs to be a small... I don't think we need it to be that big. We're going to get rid of this, though. So what we're going to do here is... eventually this will go into where I have a storage for trains to pick up. I don't want to block us off from that option in the future, so we're going to do that. And then this way we're going to do another small storage. We just don't need a huge storage for this stuff. And go like this, actually. Yeah. Now I'm trying to leave some space in here because there is some other stuff we're going to need to do eventually. Let's get rid of this. And that should fit into there. There we go. Okay. Snuck it in. So now all we're going to do is just have a transfer engine to these two. We're going to use one of these again. The 2 outs. There we go. That's all we need to do for these guys. Actually, it's not all we need to do. Let us be a little smarter on how we place that, because we want it to be this way. Can I get you? There we go. Okay. There we go. So that's all of that done. So the real big thing to do here is to see if we can make it so we can get all of these guys served by one bus stop. So we're going to use our ruler again. So if we put a bus stop here, we could theoretically go to there, and to there, and to there, and of course to there, and to there, and to there, and to there. So theoretically, we should be able to do it. We may need to build underground platforms or bridges, but if we build our bus stop here, that should be what we need for our construction industry. So let's get a bus stop in here, and I think we're going to do another one of these smaller bus stops. Do an actual bus stop that's small. I think that's all we need right there. Alright, so the one other thing that we need to make sure that we're able to do is get a pipeline in here for coal, because we're also going to want to put in a coal mine, and let's see where that's going to go. 76% there, 82%, oh my goodness, 86. Yeah, I might just do it right there, why not? 86%. Alright. I doubt we'll ever get efficiency up enough to actually get 86%, but why not if we've got the option? Let's get these roads in here. I should be able to sneak through one of these. These get large enough eventually. Get rid of those. Where are we going to go through? Just need to make sure that doesn't look stupid. Let's do this one instead. It's not necessary, but I don't want it to look dumb. Like, there's no possible way this, road could go through there. Alright. So those are all of our roads connected. So we're probably going to need to get a fire station in here also. But for now, we are going to probably do almost everything with footpaths. Okay. Once we get gravel paths, these will work for sure, but probably going to tell us it's not enough right now. Not quite, but yeah, with gravel paths that'll work for sure. Let me just double check that. Oh, get rid of you. All points gone. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be no problem. Yeah, nothing to worry about there. Do you actually make it to that one? You do, but we might as well just make a footpath anyway. So here's our cement footpath. Actually, let's get this road in. Oh, I forgot what the other thing was that I was doing. We need to make sure that eventually we have a coal transfer engine that makes it through here and we're not blocking it off. So that's what we need to do right now. I'm going to do this one actually because we want it to be like this, I believe. Going over everything. Yes, and then we're going to go to... Come here, you. I saw you for a second. Come back to me. There. Get rid of these extra ones. And then we just need to make sure that it passes over these. And we're fine. So this will be for further planning, so I can plan out the coal processing area, which will be in this area. But I just needed to make sure that this was down so I didn't block off the this coal plant. So, can we get a road under there? Looks like we can. And it won't look ridiculous either. Good. And let's just wind a road through these transfer engines. Yep. Quickly just clear off some of this test stuff that I made. And that should be enough. Yes, perfect. Perfect, we're all hooked up. All the roads are connected. Alright, so this is going to be the main road in here. Let's get rid of that. Alright, look at this. I'm going to do that real quick, just so we're not going completely crazy on the roads. There we go, there's our connection to the town. Alright, so we know what everything is here. Our primary thing is to build this industry bus stop first. Then we're going to build the heating plant. And we'll move from there. Get that reconnected. Let's get back to getting these footpaths planned. And all of these will be gravel eventually. But for now, we might as well just do that. Okay. Let's get these engines hooked up to the paths also. We'll protect them in case they're going to burn down. Oh, got an email. Just got a text from work. Let's let's add... I just need to take care of this email real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to take care of a quick work email. I'm a supervisor there, so kind of always on call sort of thing. Let's get this brick plant attached as well. That'll work. Get you attached there. Any other engines that we need to take care of? You. Get that one there. How about other engines? This one will need to get a footpath in. Get it like that. So I try to not do the too many nodes on the roads. It's just a tip for the game, because it makes building roads just slightly more irritating. But sometimes you just got to do it. There you go. That's where that one will go, and this one will have connect in here. That'll be fine. Actually, I really don't like that. Do that. Come on. Not quite. Let's get you to there. Let's make it look a little nicer. Now we can get that too, and there we go. That looks good. Anything not connected. So these should all work once we get gravel in here, but that'll be a little bit. Okay. So that's our pre-planning done for there, and I know what we need to do. So that's going to be our first plan, is building this large heating plant. We're going to play and wait for this. Did it come in already? Do we have... We have 6 tons of food in there. Alright, I feel comfortable enough where we can start importing people then. We have power. How's our power? Right. How about you? You've got power. Temperature too low, that's fine. Temperature too low is fine. As long as we have power, we'll be fine. Now, I am going to, for this area, we're going to bring in power. We're not going to rely on the wind plants. Let's see. Where's the furthest I can get this to cover everyone? In this area. Okay. I think that covers everything with just one plant, except our coal mine. There. So that covers everything with just this one tower. So we're going to have our coal industry and stuff over here. But that means that we're going to have our power export in this area also. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. And then I'm going to just do a small transformer, I think. For now. I think that's all we're going to need. Alright. So this is going to eventually go to our power plant, and this will go to the border. got to get this in here real quick. I'll go to this one. Yep, that's fine. Eventually, I will split this up a bit more, but for now, this is going to be fine. Now, this will allow me to transfer through also, so if I ever want to bring a main power line there, I can just do it through this. And that'll be no problem. So, let's get our heavy-duty power lines in here. What happened there? Come on. Okay. There we go. That'll be our power. Alright, so we've got power, all that stuff taken care of. We have our projects down. Alright, so I think the very first thing I want to take care of is, first of all, we need to assign this to our tools, and now we're going to start. Let's get those as our first big projects. Now we're going to import our people. So do all of these. Alright, so alright, so that's about 400 people in, and then this is going to be about half citizens, and the other half is just going to be only in the educated. Alright, so let's just make sure our town is good to go. Let's do a quick save here. Alright, so we've got our population in. And we should start to see people walking around, starting to fill jobs, all that sort of stuff. Can this make it to the school? Yes, that's where all our teachers are, so good thing there. A lot of our people that need to have educated jobs are in this area. That's why I made this one our one with the most educated people. Alright. We have our cellars. People can get food. That's good. Our school's looking good. Let's lower this down a little bit. Probably don't need quite that many. And we're going to lower this also. That's a lot of people. We'll just do half on that. Maybe not quite that low here. We'll do about there. Looks like we need a lot of education, though, so we are going to up that already. Got a lot of workers here, so we're going to start these bus routes. And off we go. So this is going to be our commuter line, so we're just going to, our construction material line, just rename this. And line spacing, so that means they'll always have people being delivered to keep this place nice and staffed for our construction office. What is our issues? Okay, that's fine, but our dumpers are out delivering... Well, they're gathering our aggregates. Speaking of, I just remembered that I also want to have aggregate loading. So let's see if we can squeeze that in here. See if we can put it in here. That should be fine, actually. We may need to redo these footpaths again, but let's just quickly put this in here. Aggregate loading spot. There we go. We can do that just perfectly. And get these footpaths in here one more time. Yeah, that'll be fine. Please level out. There we go. That keeps everything as we wanted it, and I have my aggregate loading. Alright, good. Because that is very slow, the way this aggregate loading works. But fortunately, it looks like they can load from this side, which will speed things up just a bit. But as soon as we can get that going, that'll be good. As soon as we get the heating plant up, I want to go for the distribution office. And then probably this area here, so I can have just I just don't want to deal with having to worry about losing buildings, so, or losing food. So I think I'd rather just get people in there. Now, was that an electric issue that I just saw there? Did I build the kindergarten? I never built the kindergarten. Silly me. Alright, let me do that real quick. Let's get a medium kindergarten. It's nice sized. I'll tuck it in. I'll tuck one in here. And if they can't reach, they can't reach. Works for me. Let me get rid of that. Okay. So that will be something that's necessary for us. And from here on out, if I build another kindergarten, it will not be auto-building. But you gotta auto-build the first year, just to get stuff in, basic stuff. Let's do the darker one. There, I like that. That looks good. That'll help with unemployment a bit. However, it will just free up more employees to be sitting here doing nothing, pretty much. But that's fine. We got our heat exchanger almost half done already. Or the groundworks part. Forgive me. There we go. There's the groundworks done. So now we're going to start getting our actual supplies there. And looks like this just needs a bit more cement. Are you coming with that now? Didn't get a full thing of cement. I'm guessing you're out of gravel. Yep. It's going to be a problem. That's why I need to get this distribution office up. Gravel's going to be our big limiting factor for this beginning push. In fact, I may just get a dump truck to start bringing gravel to each of these places. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, dumper. One of these slow ones that we can get a bunch of gravel into. And it's just gonna go through here and drop them off at each place. We're gonna drop off gravel. And off you go, and that'll be its like little route, just to make sure we keep these topped up on gravel. Very important for now. And the speed's not too worrying because the max speed on these roads is 35 anyway, so it does not matter that its max speed is 35. This has almost all the resources it needs, other than the concrete, but that is good. We have the excavator on there. And as you can see, it is starting to excavate the underground tunnel to this place, which is what we need. I kind of like how the person who made this just kind of like didn't even bother smoothing out a lot of these roads. You know, a lot of these rough dips and stuff. I'll probably want to smooth that out eventually because it does not look good, but you know, it's kind of fun. They had to work with you're seeing them working around the terrain and stuff. Do you have mechanical components? You do not. Alright, so you also need to pick up mechanical components and stuff, and we are going to load all that into here. Unload. Keep it at 30%. And we want it to be all that stuff. However, I think you're probably already going for food. Which is going to be a problem. So we're going to get another open or covered hole this time. And I'm just going to tell it to get some mechanical components and electrical components for us while we're waiting. So we're going to do an advanced setup here, where we're going to tell it to only pick up you 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll pick up half of its weight in both of these. So we're going to load mechanical components and electrical components, and we're going to then say go to here and unload that and start. And eventually we'll add this and that other one into this distribution office, which will be doing all of that manually. But for now, we have to do it, or automatically. Now we have to do it manually. This game does have some micro, but I like micro, so it doesn't bother me. So we're picking up 30. I believe this has a total capacity of 750, but let's just double check. I need to make sure that we're not going to overwhelm it with passengers, because I don't mind right now if there's passengers or students. We may eventually have to get rid of that, but for now, it should be enough. We're using this one. 750, and right now we have a population of 947, so we just have to keep an eye on this and make sure we're fine. We should be okay. Our unemployment, some of it's due to small child, and that's probably just because they can't reach the, yeah, there's just some places that can't reach our kindergarten. And that'll be fixed as soon as we get gravel paths in. In fact, let's start doing some gravel path upgrades. Do those two first. We're going to do around this ring first. Then we might do this center line here. And this center line also. That'll be our primary gravel paths, just to make sure we have everything set up. Oh, we do not have this in our distribution office. So that'll not be good, because we definitely want them to not starve to death. That is the goal, not having them starve to death. Alright, looks like the groundworks are done for this tunnel. Very good. So we're just going to take a shit ton of steel. And mechanical components. Alright, we got our first load of mechanical components. Hopefully that'll go to the heat exchanger first. Yes, it will. Because then we can just get this built. While we're waiting on things, you can do a little bit of city beautification. You may have to take down some of these trees later, but you know, just how it goes. Along the main row, I like to do like the line of poplars. I always think that's kind of cool, so we'll try and get some poplars in here. Come on. Got just one in there. That's fine. Alright. We can do that along this row too. Get a line of poplars along our boulevard. Come on. That building was placed too recently. It's giving me problems. I'll restore some of this soil. Okay. Getting a couple of these in. Probably want to do another pass at this later. Much easier time here. Okay. So those are some trees to line our roads. Now I like to do these dogwood trees to kind of like put at intersections of the footpaths. Kind of looks nice to me. Okay. Got one in there, snuck one in. Get one there. Get a bunch in here. Sometimes the trees don't want to cooperate. Alright. Let's see over here. We can get some dogwood in, maybe. Got some nice spots there. And then I like the beech trees too. They look real bad when you're zoomed out, but up close I think they look a little better. I like to put them like between buildings and stuff. Help break things up. Around buildings sometimes, like in front of them like that. Come on. Yeah, we got one in there. Let's see if we can get one there. Yep. Get one here. Just kind of like scatter them around. Nice beech tree there, and around these. Yeah, looks good to me. Now, eventually those all might be removed if we add in new footpaths or something, but that's fine. They're free to make. So this area right here may become a plaza, because I can make a fountain along here that has a pass-through footpath. I really like the new pass-through footpaths. They're very nice. Well, they're not really new. I could do another plaza here. I probably should think about where we should put some monuments, though, because we don't want to have loyalty issues. So this looks like a good spot for a monument. I do have lots of modded monuments. Let's see here. Right now, we're going to kind of start with an industry-focused town. So I might go with an industry plaque. That's very big. I need something that's going to be have a nice spread. What's the spread of that one? 500 meters? So that's not a bad option. But I'm not sure it's going to fit anywhere. Look how big it is compared to some of these plaques. How about you? How big are you? You're a bit bigger. Only goes so far. My factory is my pride monument next to the bus stop might work. Doesn't really fit for me. Let's see here. Some of these have not been updated to reflect the new loyalty stuff, and I actually, for most of those, I've just not put them in. So hopefully all of these are working. So that's cool, but the range is so small. Another really small one. This is a nice one, but the range again very small. Can I fit you in front of here? I may need to just go with this one. It's very expensive, but could be the way to go. Some of these have a little bit ridiculous amount of reach. I think I might put this here. Kind of like the design of it in front of the... yeah, but there go some of our trees. That's fine. When we, I won't be able to rebuild them now, but if I reload, should be able to get them back in there. So let's get this in as a monument to help with loyalty. So it's June already. How are we doing on this? So we were waiting on steel and mechanical components. That's fine. You are built. Let's get the groundwork started on our plant also. And we might as well start on the bus stop also. So we can just start a bus route in there. That'll be fine. So really what we're waiting on is just more steel. That's going to be our big choke point right now. And take 2 more trips of steel to get that in. Look at that dip. See, that's got to be fixed. It's kind of cool, but it's also kind of silly that that just was not smoothed out. It looks ridiculous. But this will actually eventually be destroyed anyway, so it's not a big deal. We'll get our construction offices probably like along here or something. Or along here. We'll figure it out. It's not a big deal just yet. Got our concrete going. I may actually move these out. Put them back in the vehicle depot. So I can get a couple more vehicles. Like, I think I want another concrete mixer. Help that along. And maybe another bus. Because right now, speed from building things would be good. We're using this as our other bus. I might go with this one for our second bus, though. And bring these guys back. And make sure you don't have any oil in you. Good. Alright. So we've dropped off our steel. And as you can see, we're already picking it up to put the remaining steel on this. But that's good. Heating pipe definitely finished before winter. I have definitely died before because my heating pipe did not get built before winter. And this will cover everything, so we are safe. What are our open things right now? What's this? Oh, that's that. Okay, that's fine. Our monument. We do need to get this monument in, actually. So we don't start losing a lot of loyalty. In fact, we may need to pepper a couple more of these in here. I really like this small star. So we'll put you here. And of course you need to have some Daddy Lenin or Stalin statues. So we'll put, this is the university. No, we're not going to put it there. Maybe we'll get one in here somewhere for you guys. Well, you guys already have that monument to help a little bit. Actually, looks like we can fit one in here pretty decently. And this is the university, so that's, of course, where our bust of Marx should go. Always want your bust of Marx by your communist university. So there's a couple more monuments we'll have in there, but this is the only one we're going to build right now, because I think it should cover everything. And we have a steel issue. Oh, looks like we got our steel issue resolved. Hopefully. Yep, there's all our steel. Great. Did we get enough steel for you to be completed? We did. Alright, we got our line in. So we're working on you now. Very good. And we got our groundworks in there too. So as soon as that bus stop's done, I'll start a bus route to just start ferrying passengers here, and that will help with this getting completed faster and all our construction projects getting completed faster that are in this area, because we can use excess workers to walk in and start filling in vacancies, that sort of thing. Did we get these construction things built? Oh, I did not assign them, of course. Let's assign them. When I get the new construction office, I'll have one that's dedicated just to road and groundworks, and I'll have it automatically searching all road and footpaths and factory connections just to do it, so I don't have to assign it automatically. But normally, during the beginning of the process, I prefer having everything so I choose when it's going to be built. Alright, looks like the groundworks are almost done here. And then we can get the bus station in here. Still waiting for a few deliveries for you. Shouldn't be an issue though. It's like 2 more deliveries of concrete, 1 of asphalt, and 1 of gravel, and groundworks will be done there. And groundworks is done here. Where are you going to? Heating plants, okay. And how about you? What's your issue? Out of gravel again. That's fine. Where are you going to go? To the bus stop, which I need. How's our gravel truck? Alright, you're on the way. And that'll fill you up nicely.